Holiday gatherings could mean an increase in COVID-19 cases. We'll hear how local hospitals are preparing. Plus, how to protect your online package deliveries from porch pirates. And Joplin police arrest suspects in an armed robbery outside North Park Mall.
The 4 states' most watched news starts now.
The drug company Moderna says it'll ask the FDA for an emergency use authorization for its COVID-19 vaccine, and approval could come by mid-December. This is KOAM News at 10. The news comes as the number of Americans hospitalized with the coronavirus is at a record high. Reporter Elise Preston has the latest.
Los Angeles County is back under a stay-at-home order. Now, even private household gatherings with non-family members are banned for the next 3 weeks. Over the weekend, protesters gathered outside the home of the county's public health director. It's just one of many California counties with stricter restrictions.
If these trends continue, we're going to have to take much more dramatic, arguably drastic action.
In Rhode Island, hospitals reached capacity today. The state sent emergency alerts to residents' cell phones and began a 2-week stay-at-home order. Nationwide, more than 93,000 Americans were hospitalized for the virus on Sunday, the highest number ever. Health experts say this surge isn't even a result of Thanksgiving travel. That will come next.
We may see a surge upon a surge.
Here in New York City, Mayor Bill de Blasio announced elementary school children will head back to class next week. The COVID surge forced all schools to shut down earlier this month. Today, the infection rate is even higher. New York's governor explained COVID spread in schools remains low, but it is high in small social gatherings.
Don't create more COVID positive people and then expect other people to come to your rescue.
This couple tried to celebrate their 50th wedding anniversary in Hawaii, but didn't get a state-approved COVID test and didn't find out until they'd landed.
We had an armed guard the whole time we were there.
And a scuffle and arrest at the San Juan airport in Puerto Rico. The National Guard says a guardsman asked a traveler from the U.S. to put on a mask. The man refused and then attacked the guardsman. Elise Preston, CBS News, New York.
Panel of experts established by the CDC is set to meet tomorrow to decide how the first shipments of approved vaccines will be distributed. The first doses are expected to be reserved for healthcare workers. The Newton County Health Department is reporting 2 COVID-19 deaths, bringing that county's total now to 49. The health department says the patients were both women, one in her 70s, the other in her 80s. Local healthcare professionals are bracing for a surge in cases following Thanksgiving now. They say they expect surges because of Thanksgiving gatherings, just as there were at Memorial Day and Halloween after those holidays. So right now they're preparing by increasing the number of beds in their COVID units and asking for staters to follow recommendations like wearing masks and social distancing.
We currently are increasing the number of rooms that we have dedicated to COVID. We are also increasing some of the electronics that we utilize to monitor people, making sure that all of these rooms are properly equipped.
95 area residents are currently hospitalized in Joplin hospitals. The CDC recommends that people get tested 3 to 5 days after traveling and that they quarantine for 7 days, even if that test comes back negative, just to be safe. The Newton County Health Department says COVID's incubation time is about 2 to 14 days. That means over the next 2 weeks, surrounding counties could see a spike in cases. If you plan on doing any holiday travel for Christmas, the Newton County Health Department says you should try to isolate yourself for at least 14 days beforehand.
So if we try to isolate ourselves if possible, so that we ensure that we have not been in contact with the virus, not been exposed, then we can feel much more safe to travel and see those loved ones that may be at a higher risk.
Newton County says they have 412 active COVID cases, which is actually down from 500 active cases on November 22nd. Doug Hetty joins us now with the first look at the weather. Doug.
Hey Dow, at least we had the sunshine to start off the work week, but it was cold today. Plus it was windy, so it made it feel even colder than what it actually was. High temperature right around 42 during the afternoon, which of course is about 10 degrees below our average, and a cold start at 24 during the morning hours. But clear skies, not much is going on for us as of now behind the storm system that gave us a little bit of rain yesterday. Next system is building out across the northern parts of the Rockies, and this system will give us rain and snow chances as we head into the middle of the work week. Until then, it's going to be quiet. It is going to be cold tonight. Look at our temps, 27 to about 30 degrees, and we'll drop all the way back to about 24. Quick warm up, 37 by 9, 49 by noon, high temp of 55 degrees. So tomorrow, a much warmer day, then changes roll in. We're going to look at that here in a bit.
All right, we'll catch you then. Thanks, Doug. Joplin police tonight arrested 4 suspects in an armed robbery in the North Park Mall parking lot. Police say the suspects led officers on a chase. The chase ended with the arrest of 3 of 4 suspects. The 4th suspect was arrested later at a home on East Zora when a resident told police a person was hiding in her laundry room. Joplin City officials today held a strategic planning workshop. They say the purpose was to create a shared vision for Joplin's future that'll excite and engage the community.
Staff clear and defined direction to say, here's where our heart is, here's where our passions are, here's where our vision is. Now you take this ball and run with it, bring us back some ideas on ways we might address these issues.
At the meeting, officials look at trends and issues in the community in order to establish priorities. Still ahead, how you can protect yourself from so-called porch pirates this holiday season. And President-elect Biden selects his economic team as Wisconsin officials certify the state's election results. As online shopping continues to increase during the holiday season, there could also be an increase in porch pirates waiting to grab your packages from your front porch. KOAM's Caitlin Shive spoke with the Joplin Police Department to get some tips to keep your packages safe this Christmas season.
A porch pirate is a thief that steals packages right off your front porch. And as more people turn to online shopping while staying home due to the pandemic, package thefts are increasing.
Unfortunately, it is a common trend and a common practice, especially with the increase of online sales. We're starting to see more and more reports of these each and every year, and we expect this year to for the trend to continue.
The Joplin Police Department saw a slight increase in the number of larcenies from September to October this year, but say they are down in cases from this time last year.
Christmas time, they're going to seize on opportunities, and so this is about informing the public, and the more information you have, the better choices you can make.
However, they are worried that numbers will increase as deliveries for Christmas time start to come around.
We know there's going to be more deliveries happening to residences, so we're hoping that people will just heed the warnings and advice, and hopefully we'll see a decrease this year.
According to a study by Safewise.com, 67% of Americans say they shop online more since the pandemic started. Nearly 50% of Americans experienced package theft in the past year, and among those, over 75% happened during the pandemic.
If you can have your package delivered to a place of work, or to a relative's house, or even a neighbor's house, if you can make those arrangements, that's the best possible solution, number one. If you can't do that, a lot of these major carriers will have the option for you to pick up an item. You can hold it for pickup at the counter.
Captain Davis says having any kind of security monitoring device for your home is also helpful in catching porch pirates if you fall victim to one.
Anything you can do to secure your home and make yourself be more safe, we're absolutely 100% behind.
In Joplin, Caitlin Shive, KOAM News.
Another tip for porch pirates, you could require a signature for packages. Time now for today's KOAM News Now Instapoll. Today's question is, how much online Christmas shopping have you done so far? More than usual, less than usual, or the same as usual? You can participate at KOAMnewsnow.com/vote or through the KOAM News Now mobile app. We're going to check in on the results a little bit later. The Wisconsin election results are now final, and they affirm that President-elect Joe Biden is victorious there. The state's election commission finalized the tally today after recounts in 2 counties. The commission's chair signed paperwork certifying that Biden is entitled to the state's 10 electoral votes. Now it's up to the Democratic governor, Tony Evers, to award them to Biden. The Trump campaign says it plans to continue to challenge the results in court. President-elect Biden has selected who he wants to help him oversee our nation's economy. Former Federal Reserve Chairman Janet Yellen has been tapped to serve as Biden's Treasury Secretary. Celia Rouse, nominated to serve as chair of the Council of Economic Advisors. Neera Tanden is the nominee for Director of the Office of Management and Budget. Wally Adeyemo is nominated to serve as Deputy Secretary of the Treasury. Jared Bernstein will serve as a member of the Council of Economic Advisors. And Heather Bauschy will serve as a member of the Council of Economic Advisors as well. Biden will not be working with FCC Chairman Ajit Pai. Pai, who is from Parsons, Kansas, announced today he'll step down on January 20th, the same day President-elect Biden will be inaugurated. In a statement, Pai thanked President Trump and former President Obama, as well as U.S. senators who were instrumental in his confirmation to serve as the head of the FCC. Doug Heddy is up next with his complete 7-day forecast. Plus, a little bit later, we're going to have the results of our Instapoll question asking how much online Christmas shopping you've done this year. And the city of Pittsburgh officially ushers in the holiday season with its sort of Christmas parade.
Well, it definitely turned out to be a very cold day for us today. Temperatures struggled to warm up, but at least we had the sunshine across the region, and we should have clear skies through the overnight hours tonight. Great time lapse Indigo Sky Casino and Resort. You can see the sunset and then the moon rise as well over the past, about 18 hours. And it looks like a cold one for us tonight, but we are going to start to warm back up tomorrow. So that is good news. Rain and then snow chances Wednesday into Thursday. We're going to do the winter forecast on Wednesday night at 10 p.m. You can always get my long-range forecast on my month-long blog. That is KOAM newsnow.com. It's cold. We're sitting, most of us, mid to upper 20s to near 30. 30 in Parsons, 27 Miami, Anderson, Carthage, Lamar, Fort Scott, all into the mid to upper 20s, and we'll bottom out into lower 20s later on tonight. But at least the winds aren't near as strong as what we had earlier today. You can see they've shifted out of the south, and that's what's going to help our temperatures warm up for us during the daytime hours tomorrow. 27 feels like 19, still with that south wind at about 5 to 10. But clear skies, nothing is going on here behind the storm system yesterday that gave us some showers Saturday night into Sunday morning. You can see it wrapping up on the East Coast, but on the backside, you get northerly winds, so that's why we were so much colder for us today. If we look at the upper levels of the atmosphere, you can see that big storm system on the eastern seaboard. And then look at the next system moving in out across parts of Montana. That's the system that will start to affect us by the time Wednesday rolls around. Until then, we're quiet. We're also cold, down into lower 20s for us tonight. So if you're getting up early, 24 to start, south winds 5 to 15. That helps us warm through the 20s, 30s, 40s, near 50 by noon. And then most of us will top out right around 55 during the afternoon. Those south winds at about 5 to 10, 5 to 15. So mid-50s, a little bit above where we should be for this time of the year. Clouds increase tomorrow night. Look at our temperatures. We drop back right around freezing. Clouds thicken Wednesday morning, and here comes the rain. I do think we'll go into the mid-40s, and then as this system continues to rain on us, we'll cool back into the upper 30s by Wednesday evening. So everybody will be rain. Let's go through Wednesday evening. So after 6 p.m., temperatures drop into the mid-30s. We'll start to see a switch over to real wet snow. Our temperatures stay above freezing the entire event. So by Thursday morning, we still have some light snow, but with our temperatures above freezing, we're not concerned at all about any bad roads. We could see some minor accumulations on the grassy surfaces, and then most of this is going to rotate out by the time Thursday afternoon rolls around. So if we had any accumulations, and that is a big if, in the white, I put everybody in minor accumulations, inch or less. Now, our northern and western counties have a better shot for getting maybe 1 inch or 2 inches, or maybe even 3 inches as you work out a little bit farther west toward Wichita. So that's something we're going to focus on over the next 2 days. Cold tonight, 24, 55 tomorrow, 44 and rain Wednesday, rain and snow Wednesday night into Thursday, and then we clear out for the weekend, but staying kind of chilly on Friday and Saturday.
And looking forward to your winter-long forecast Wednesday night at 10.
Yeah, I put it all together tonight. I'm ready to go.
All right. Thanks, Doc. Still ahead, we all know Webb City Cardinals are good, really good, more than good. And this year's conference postseason awards are providing more evidence. And the Carl Junction Classic gets underway with the Neosho girls taking on Seneca. We'll have the highlights next.
Doug.
Well, tonight is the opening night of the Carl Junction girls basketball tournament. In the first round this evening, Neosho and Seneca square off for a spot in the semifinals. Now, these two teams just played last week. The Wildcats won that one by 5 to get to 2-0 on the year. Early on, Olivia Hickson opened in the corner. She had 18 tonight. Other end, Parker Long goes off the window from deep. But Neosho, pretty good first half sharing the ball. Michelle Lindsay, great look to Bailey Bowers. Bowers scores and the foul. Then it's Rain Harris with another nice pass to a cutting Reagan McInturf. Wildcats lead by 7 at the break. To the fourth now. Seneca sticking around. Aaliyah Grotjohn with the steal. Makes it a 3-point ball game, but Neosho would close it out. Bowers behind everybody for the easy 2. Wildcats top Seneca for the second time in a week, 52-44.
I told the girls before the game, I mean, I've done this for quite a while now, and anytime you got to play a team, turn around and play them a week later, you know, it's always tough. Didn't defend as well as I would have liked to have. We didn't rebound great, but we rebounded a heck of a lot better than we did the last time we played them.
After that one, it's Joplin aiming for a 3-0 start against McDonald County in round 1. Sam Smith turning and scoring off the glass. Mustangs out to an early 4-point lead. Eagles, though, respond in a big way. Izzy Eust, corner 3, Joplin up 4 after 1. McDonald County closed that lead in the second. Sydney Killian straight to the rim. It's 15 all at the break. Third quarter, Ella Hafer made a few plays here. Short jumper goes. It's a 3-point lead after 3. Hafer also making plays on defense. Check this out. It's one of the hardest blocks I've seen. Joplin now 3-0. Eagles win at 34-25. Now the final game of the night. Good matchup here. Tournament host Carl Junction facing Nevada. That one actually not quite finished. They're going to overtime, tied at 54. The winner of this one, when it's over, will get Joplin in the tournament semifinals tomorrow night. The Webb City Cardinals sweep the COC League Football Awards this season. Running back Devin Weathers is the COC Offensive Player of the Year. He rushed for more than 1,700 yards and added 28 touchdowns this year. Tragan Parker is the league's Defensive Player of the Year. Missouri Southern baseball commit had 6 interceptions this season, 3 forced fumbles, and 2 fumble recoveries. The COC Coach of the Year, that guy, John Roderick. Listen to this. He's now 298 and 28 in 24 years with the Cardinals. You can check out the complete all COC League honors in this story on our website at KOAMnewsnow.com. The Kansas City Chiefs got by Tampa Bay on Sunday night, 24-21. And with that win, KC's now 10-1 this season. The Chiefs' offense, as usual, pretty good on Sunday. Patrick Mahomes threw for 462 yards, 3 scores. Tyreek Hill was the story of the day, though. He had a career-high 269 yards receiving with 3 scores on 13 catches. Really, pretty much did what he wanted against that Bucs secondary.
I don't think it was necessarily a matchup, but it was man coverage with no one over the top, and so we don't get that a lot, especially with that guy and his ability. And whenever we do, we try to take advantage of it.
The Chiefs are back on the field this Sunday night, hosting the AFC West rival Denver Broncos. That's a look at sports. We'll be back with more news right after this.
Take a moment to honor a local veteran, Private James Meador. The Parsons, Kansas native served in the U.S. Army, and we are proud to salute Private James Meador. He's tonight's 4-state hero. Getting a final look now at tonight's KOAM News Now Instapoll. We've been asking, how much online Christmas shopping have you done so far? At this point, 44% say more than usual, 27% say less than usual, the other 29% say same as usual. Thanks for participating. That poll is now closed. This massive Christmas light display in Metro Chicago is offering more than holiday cheer. It's also an official drop-off spot for Toys for Tots there. This Plainfield home is covered in about 75,000 lights. Toy soldiers, real soldiers also, and Santa are also stars of the show. Took 3 months to put up all those decorations. If you want to help kids here locally have a Merry Christmas, you can give at our Toy Box campaign. All you have to do is buy a new toy while you're doing your Christmas shopping and drop it off at one of several drop-off locations. You can also donate money and we'll do the shopping for you. You can do that through the KOAM Toy Box Tuesday Telethon. The first one is tomorrow on our noon, 5 p.m. and 6 p.m. news, or you can donate anytime online. Just go to KOAMnewsnow.com and click on the Toy Box banner at the top of the page. It's also where you can find those drop-off locations. You can choose for your donation to stay in the county where you live, if you prefer. Let's check back in with Doug Heddy for a final look at the weather.
All right, Dale, cold night tonight. Most of us in that 22 to about 24 degree range, but it gets better tomorrow. 55, mostly sunny skies. Rain rolls in, especially Wednesday afternoon. The rain could mix with or actually switch all over to snow Wednesday night into Thursday morning. That's a system we want to keep our eyes on over the next couple days, and then cooling down for the weekend.
Thanks, Doug. We're going to leave you tonight with a look at the Pittsburgh Christmas parade of sorts, a reverse parade, a drive-through parade. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you right back here tomorrow. In the meantime, let's take care of ourselves and each other.
Happening